I'm Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness.
Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Good to see y'all on this wonderful, amazing Thursday evening. It's about 64 degrees here in this great state of Ohio, and it's been sun shining. Good to see you. Psalms 146, home and garden in the house. How are you? One of my amazing moderators, Fed Up American. Good to see you, my brother. How are you doing? She said she will catch the replay. Have a wonderful time. Thank you. What's going on with you, Scott Hummer? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you as well. Folks, ladies and gentlemen, the Virginia Bushcrafter. Good to see you, my friend. How are you? And good evening to you also, Dave Simmons. Good to see you. I'm glad you are in the house. Hope you had a wonderful Thursday. The Budget Preppers, good to see you. Hello. Good evening. And welcome in. Julianne, good to see you. All the way over there from the GB. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great evening as well. My man, Ghost Lincoln, good Thursday evening. Hope you're doing well. Hope you got the truck in tip-top shape and all that stuff that you have been working on so hard. Good to see you. Official J. Mia is in the house. Good evening. Uh-oh. My man, the self-proclaimed Vision Preparedness Fan Club president of the Northeast Territory, he consumed Modi bread 3 days ago. Am I going to die? No, you are not, my man Jay Creature, because today is Thursday, and Wednesdays are the only day we're allowed to die. When we tune in to Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, we all gonna die Wednesday. So to answer your question, Jay, no, we are not going to die, and you are not going to die. Happy Mac, good to see you, my friend. There he is, Jay Creature, 99 cents, bruh. Hats off to you, my friend. You know you don't have to do that, but as always, we do not take donations of any kind, big, small, whatever. We do not take them lightly, and I truly appreciate it, Jay, and I can't wait to see you next weekend. So please find me so that I can personally shake your hand. Ghost Lincoln, thank you for the 5x5. Appreciate it. Devil Dog Prepper, my man, good to see you. And there he is, another one of my amazing moderators that will throw an axe at you at any given moment. My man, Mad Shad, good to see you, my friend. So Tracy K, she says, so you want to hear a good one. My sister thinks the eggs are cheaper now because there's more chickens now since the other all died of the bird flu, and everything is good with the chickens now. Well, yeah, I'm not too sure about that math, but I agree with you, Tracy K. That's definitely interesting. Moon Sprout, good to see you. Hope you are doing well this evening. Then we got Miss D's Harleywood Garden. Welcome. Hope you've had a great day today for sure. Psalms 146 Home and Garden, thank you for the 5x5. Astantine 85, good evening to you as well. And I hope you're having a fantabulous, I'll say that again for the people in the back, fantabulous Thursday. Hunter 25, good evening. How are you, my friend? Hope you're doing well. My Renaissance grandma in the garden working. I ain't mad at you. And again, I'll say this. Thank you for the soap. Folks, grandma, my Renaissance grandma, do me a favor, type vision and drop your link. Folks, my Renaissance grandma makes probably the best soap I've ever used and or smelled. You need to check out her Etsy store. And my Renaissance grandma, I will be wearing the t-shirt you sent me Saturday at the Bug Out Weekend. Thank you, and thank you again for the t-shirt. That was right on time. I laughed and said, see, people are just amazing all the way around. Dahlia, welcome. Another one of my amazing moderators, Ms. Donna Divine Prepping. Good to see you as well. Who else is up in here? We got Crafty Leo, Crafty Mom Creations. Hello, family. Then there's my man, Prepper Book Club. What up? Good to see you as well. Deborah Garrett, welcome in. Welcome. Y'all come on in here, sit down and have a seat, because all y'all pouring in the doors, and we got a guest that I want to bring up, and then we're going to jump right into our topic. It's time to thrive, folks. It is time to step into what is yours. Devil Dog Prepper, good evening. Welcome. If I did not greet you coming in, and anybody that I may have missed, thank you for coming. Have a seat, or as I used to say, have a seat down and let's have a conversation. With that, folks, without further ado, I want to introduce one of my brothers, a great friend, an amazing content creator. He goes by Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek. Now, before I bring him up, I need to tell this story, because when I first heard about him, I saw the name and I'm like, what? What are you doing, dude? You motivating people geek style to work out, to train, whatever. And I was like 1000% wrong until I visited his channel, watched his videos, and we've been brothers ever since. And without further ado, folks, I would like to bring up my guest, Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek. Good evening, my brother. How are you?
What's going on, big bro? How you doing?
Hey man, I'm just trying to make it and trying to thrive. How about yourself?
I'm here.
Good.
Before we get too far into this, I want to say two things. First, I got to say thank you for the awesome privilege of being here. It is an absolute privilege to be able to be at your house, to hang out with you, to have us a good conversation. And now I'm going to pull a vision myself. I need y'all to do two things, folks. I need you to hit that like button. Let YouTube know. How you say? We're going to put YouTube on their head. And then while you're down there, share this thing out too. Let some people know what Big Bro got going on over here.
Exactly. We got two comments, then we're going to dive into this. First of all, Jay Creature, he says, Trent, any problems if I attend Bug Out Weekend like a Naked and Afraid episode? I'm packing light. Jay, first of all, I can't wait to meet him, but his sense of humor is over the top. Jay, if you show up naked and afraid, I think more people are going to be afraid, and I don't want to see you go to jail, bro. Okay? So I'm going to say, no, please don't do that. Okay? I'd appreciate that. And second of all, Fed Up American, that's right, US, us, and us. Hats off to you, my brother. This is one of my guys. We've hung out on several occasions. He's in Ohio, and he don't live too far from the Bug Out Weekend, and he's just a great guy. And again, bruh, thank you. I truly appreciate you. as well as I appreciate everybody, no matter what you do, whether you donate or not. I appreciate your support. That's the name of the game, and everybody knows that. And as my man up in the Erie Coast says, if you type vision in the chat, it'll drop your link. When that happens, folks, if there's content creators that you haven't seen, go check out their channel. Check out a video, leave a like, leave a comment. Tell them Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek sent you over there. Okay, we're gonna blame him tonight. So with that, bruh, tell everybody about your channel first off before we dive into this.
Yes, sir. No problem at all. So originally, the channel name was just the Weightlifting Geek. And the premise behind it was the oxymoron that weightlifters aren't into technology and those that are into technology aren't into weightlifting. And originally when I started the channel, those were the only two things I did. I did fitness and I did tech stuff. But as I grew on this platform and as I began to let my hair down, as I like to say, I started doing more and more. And I realized motivation was everything that I do. So we changed the channel.
Okay. So what caused you to change the channel?
So and this is the crazy thing, and I'll make the story really brief, but originally we were doing tech videos and we were going live in the gym working out. One of the gym owners, or the gym owner, was approached by a member of the gym who said that we were hogging the equipment live streaming and that basically we were interfering with the gym. So she came to me and she said, I don't mind you live streaming, but just do it on a day when there isn't a whole lot of people there. Oh, I got to say what's up to Big Bro and Big Sis, African Dreaming. I saw them on the chat just a second ago. Yes, sir.
Welcome in, bro and sis, all the way in Tanzania. Thank you for patronizing and participating.
Yeah, chasing chickens.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was in a little bit of a situation. I didn't quite know what I was going to do. So I ended up doing premieres, just something to keep making content, and we're supported really well. It turned into live streams. And the more and more I realized that I give myself motivational talks all day, every day, because that's how I keep myself motivated and positive. So I just started sharing those and everybody liked them. So that was the reason for the channel name.
Okay. We got a question already from Jay Creature. He says, Weightlifting Geek, do you walk or ruck? What would be a difficult walk for you? Do you have hills where you are at?
What is ruck?
Ruck means you have a backpack on and you're kicking it and you're walking.
Oh, okay. Walking. Walking.
So Jay Creature, just to let you know, Weightlifting Geek here is a new beginning prepper, and I'll leave it at that. Yeah. He got a long way to go, but we're gonna get him there.
Yeah, but there's still some water behind my ears. I'm learning. I'm learning.
So he said, what would be a difficult walk for you?
I'm gonna say anything above 4 or 5 miles. Anything above 4 or 5 miles.
Right.
The first 1 or 2, I'm gonna probably look normal, and I'm gonna start to decline as we get toward the 5.
Right. And he said, do you have hills where you live?
No, because I'm out in the flats in North Carolina, so we don't have hills my way.
There you go. Okay. There you go, Jay. But Jay, he signed up for the Bug Out Weekend, Jay Creature.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure that happens. So, okay, so let's dive into this topic. Time to thrive, folks. There's gloom and doom all over. You turn on the news, gloom and doom. You get on the interwebs, gloom and doom. You get on YT, gloom and doom. We all gonna, fall apart. You're gonna die if you don't buy my gear. If you're gonna die if you don't do these things. We're past all that because we're adults and we're grown.
Yes.
Okay, we're responsible adults, and if you're not, that's okay. You're still a responsible adult, and I will treat you like that. Yes. So thrive. Basically, thrive means to grow or develop well or vigorously, or prosper and flourish.
Yes.
That is the goal. That is the definition, according to the Oxford languages, of thrive. And we all talk about surviving and thriving. Bug Out Adventures, good evening. Good to see you. And again, there it is. One of my guys, Old Mutt, hashtag Old Mutt's kids, because he is the most knowledgeable prepper that I know. And Old Mutt, I cannot wait to meet you next week. We are literally 8 days away from Bug Out Weekend, folks. And
that's Mr. Solar Panel, right?
Huh?
Is that Mr. Solar Panel?
He does it all. He does solar panels. Okay. That's who I want to sit down and talk with him about. Okay. But dude, he's got some setups, man, that would make me do this. How? I just want to know how you came up with it. I'm amazed that it works and it does everything it does and then some. But how did you come up with that concept? That's why I want to sit down with Old Mutt. I've seen him on Instagram, some of his pictures, YouTube. I'm like, dude, you have a plethora of information, and I want to learn from Old Mutt. That is for sure, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Grace Grimes, good evening. Welcome in. Come on in here and grab a seat. But yeah, folks, the time now is to thrive. You know, you were doing the things. Mm-hmm. You know, one thing that I pride myself on is things I cannot change or directly affect the outcome. I don't worry about it. And for me, that lowers my stress level. I'm not going to run around worrying about that kind of stuff.
Yes.
If you have questions for the Weightlifting Geek, thank you, Donna. I did see that and it jumped on me. Type them in caps for me, folks, and we will get to that. So, yeah, you know, what would you consider thriving, and explain and do what you do?
I'm gonna put it to you this way. I'm here at a work conference, and one of the vendors, I've seen him several years at the conference. He told me today, he said, "You look like you're always happy." And I told him that I make myself smile whenever I see someone else because I promote positivity. I promote positivity because I can't change what other people do. All I can do is enter any situation as the best version of myself. So I start with the smile, and it's got to the point now where the smile helps me and it helps anybody else that I meet.
Yeah.
So I can always thrive because my mindset is positive.
And that's the key to thriving, folks. We have to always constantly check our mindset.
Yeah.
You know, if you feel what's between your ears with negative stuff all the time, guess what's going to come out? Guess how you're going to feel? Guess what you're going to do? You're going to be negative, period. Exactly. We got a question here. Weightlifting Geek, military hack. Every hour of intense walking, and he lives in the mountains, consume a Weather's hard candy. The sugar keeps that wonky feeling away when glucose levels burn off. See, nice. Folks, that's why we here. We nice. Learn from everybody. So see, us old dudes carry candy in our pocket.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Werther's Original is my favorite.
Yes, the original Werther's are like to die for. And yes. I have a bunch of them in a 5-gallon bucket stashed away just in case.
Nice.
Most definitely. And nice. Old Mutt says, Jason Charles, the angry prepper, was his teacher. Well, only thing I can say to that is you couldn't have had a better teacher, Old Mutt, for sure. Without a doubt, because the angry prepper, he's been doing it too, and he's good. So we got a question here from Mad Shad for you. What's your max bench? Curls, deadlift, and leg presses.
So right now my max bench is 310. I'm actually supposed to max out next week, and I should go ahead and hit 315. I've had a little bit of an up and down. finding a gym partner, switching gym partners, switching gyms, trying to get consistent now. I've been consistent for about a good 2 or 3 months, and we're right back to 310. So 315 should definitely fall next week. So I'm going to claim 315 as my max bench now, and then we'll just bring it into fruition next week. Curls, boom, 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 probably about 60, 70 pounds. As far as like dumbbells, 60, 70 pounds. My current max deadlift for powerlifting is 475 pounds. Strongman, their deadlift is a little bit different. It's an axle, so it's bigger. You don't have as much grip, and it's an 18-inch deadlift off the floor, and I pulled 600 in that.
Okay. Leg press.
Leg press is between 450, 500.
Yeah. That's good. See, y'all, I'm like, nope. Y'all go right ahead. I watch my son and I'm like, nah, go ahead, dude. You good. I see you. Handle your business. And see, folks, that's what I'm talking about when we thrive, when we have done everything we can do. We have prepared, we have planned, we put the plan in action.
Yes.
There's no doubt in your mind that you're going to succeed no matter what it is.
Yes.
You know, at what we do. You know, I got fruit trees I got to plant. So I'm scoping out whether do I need to plant these in the front yard or the backyard or the side or make a space. You know, I need to find me a broke farmer, a hands in the dirt, a lead farmer, a J3GS, just to say, hey, where's the best place to plant, you know, peach trees and pear trees and olive trees? I read the labels, you know, direct sun, all of that, but I just want to make sure before I drop them in the ground, you know. But folks, we need to focus on thriving, because thriving will help us keep going. When we have success after success after success, and then we may hit a pitfall or a bump in the road, you know, it's not that bad. But when you keep hitting bump after bump after bump after bump after bump after bump, now you got a whole different attitude.
Yeah.
So, you know, we need to celebrate our successes in any way you want to, but don't take it lightly and move on to the next thing. You know, like I always say, the top of the mountain I'm on now is the bottom of the next mountain.
Yes.
So, you know, take it all in stride.
Positive momentum.
Exactly. Amber Angel's Truth says, do you have a water system right now to do you for a month or more? I do. Matter of fact, I've got 2. My water system. Yeah.
I got about 2 weeks. I'm working on it, because you're educating me now on my numbers. So I'm working to expand from weeks to months. Yes.
But yeah, backups to the backup to the backup. 2 is 1, 1 is none. So we have to have multiple, you know, sources of everything, or whatever you think you need. I'm not going to say everything, because if I had everything, I'd have, you know, 4 armored cars, a couple 2 hand-mounted pew dispensers that pop up out of the sunroof, you know, stuff like that. But, you know, I do with what I can do. But, you know, so on your channel, talk about, you know, thriving in how you stay in the mindset to be able to achieve success and thriving.
So, literally, motivation is at the heart of everything that we do on my channel. And I feel like that is honestly at the heart of everything that we do as humans. Now, we want to be consistent, but until you can learn to be consistent, you got to be motivated. I
thought you'd get a laugh out of that.
You're welcome, big bro. You're welcome. I learned something today. I thought it was a typo, but
Right.
I'm learning. You know what I mean? I don't know these things. So everything that we do on the channel is about motivation. We go live normally Monday through Friday, 5:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Mhm.
And we have some type of positive live stream. We pick a subject that we discuss. We have a hangout positivity section, and we just try to keep each other motivated. And then we drop some type of tech video at least once a week. We've been getting into some other things as far as gardening. So we've been dropping some gardening videos and of course fitness videos, and the new gym I am able to go live in some. So we're starting to pick that back up some too.
Good, good, good. Angel, Lord, I can't even talk tonight. Let me have some coffee. Where's Outlaw Jackson when you need him? That's my coffee guy. Amber Angel's Truth says, do you also train on hilly areas and not just flat land at times?
So I'm going to be honest. Normally what I do is in the gym. So I may run on the treadmill. I may walk on the treadmill. I'm picking up my cardio, but I've really been focused on strength and power. So cardio is an area that I'm starting to work on some now.
Yeah. And when I ruck, I literally, if I want to hit flat land, I can ruck down my street, which goes for miles and miles and miles. But because I want the intensity, I ruck through my woods, which is about 3.5 to 4 miles.
Nice.
You know, and it's this and that and all over the place. So I ruck through it and ruck back, and I try to do it at a faster pace each time.
Nice.
So, you know, that builds up some cardio as well. Basically, all I'm trying to do is tone and you know, get my endurance up, and rucking does it well. And for those of you that want to do some rucking, if you check out the Angry Preppers fitness channel, he has a whole series on rucking and walking with a backpack, and he walks through New York, through the city with it on. I think it's about 30 pounds or more, and that builds up endurance and all of that stuff. And those of you that are coming to the Bug Out weekend, we will be doing a bug out bag hike in the morning, which is a mile or a little over a mile around one of the lakes. And you can build up your endurance. You can, you know, see if your packs are too heavy or too light. If I'm not mistaken, and somebody in the chat can correct me, you should be able to carry at least, you know, 20% of your body weight in your pack and go from there. I think. Don't quote me on that number, but off the top of my head, that's where it comes from. Jay Creature says hard candies are also fill the air gaps in food buckets. You got that right. Throw in some peppermint or some Jolly Ranchers. You know, I'm always holding my hand out like that, and the COO puts Jolly Ranchers in my hand, and I just shove them in my pocket, and off I go.
Nice.
Bats, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well tonight. But yeah, so folks, you know, you have to stay motivated to stay, what I'm going to say, in the thrive zone.
Yes.
Okay. In order to continue to thrive, we have to have some success.
Yes.
Some level of success. I'll say that. For me, waking up every morning and being able to put my feet on the ground, that is my first levels of success. And it doesn't get any better than that throughout the day, because I'm alive and I'm on this side of the dirt.
Yes.
So, you know, those are some of the things that we need to do.
And that's one of the reasons why, especially when we have a subject focused live stream, we try to put things that you see every day in life, but you don't always mentally make the connection of how you can benefit from that and how it can teach you by means of nature the importance of staying motivated.
Yeah.
So we try to share those kind of things.
Right. And whatever it takes to motivate you, you everybody knows what's good for them
Yeah.
and what puts them in a good mood.
Yes.
And that's where we need to stay, because I'm gonna be honest with you, there is so much negativity in the world right now, more than I've ever seen in my life, or either I just wasn't really paying attention and didn't care. But those are the things that we have to tune out. You have to be able to know when enough is enough, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And with that, get yourself around positive people.
Yes.
That's why I hang out. I spend time listening to motivation from the weightlifting geek, African Dreaming, Mad Shad on Friday night, or is it Friday? No, Saturday night, throwing axes. That is that is the game.
Yeah.
And if you've never played that game with Mad Shad on Saturday night, folks, I highly suggest you check out his channel. And on Saturday night, you go play the game and throw smacks and talk to Bonesy. Tell Bonesy I said hi when you go over there and you see Bonesy. But
Nice.
Jay Creature wants to know, he said, I tend to overdo it. I'm big and dumb. Well, no. He said, what's your go-to for muscle cramps? I hate waking up at 3:30 a.m. screaming from a calf or quad hit.
Yes. I am the same way. And I'm going to tell you, there is nothing like that 3 a.m. middle of the night stretch that turns into an ungodly experience. So one of the things that we have been fortunate enough to do, we have a company, Bulk Supplements, that sponsors us. So I get all my supplements through Bulk Supplements, and then I have a discount code that I can pass on savings to others. And this last go round, I tried BCAAs for the first time. And
what is BCAAs?
Branched chain amino acids.
Okay.
And the BCAAs help to keep your body hydrated. When your body's hydrated, your body can't cramp. So, and taking those BCAAs, especially in the gym, leg days, by the time you start doing leg extensions, leg curls, you've done leg press, you've done squats, I'm dead. BCAAs fix it. That works.
That works. Yes. Yes.
It's true.
Yes.
It's true.
So there you go. Now, if I'm not mistaken, cramps are meaning basically you're dehydrated or near being dehydrated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
your muscles don't have the moisture that they need.
So drink some water with some electrolytes in it.
Mm-hmm.
Pour whatever mix you use. I do some nutrient survival stuff, and there's some other things I use that have electrolytes in it. And, I'm horrible at drinking water.
Yeah.
And, the COO has gotten in the habit of asking me, have you had water today? I said, sure. I've had coffee all day long. There's my water intake. What more do you want me to do? And she looks at me sideways and says, drink a bottle of water.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I'll drink it and throw it at her and walk away. So, Devil Dog Prepper says water, potassium, and pickle juice. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bananas are a great source of potassium.
Yeah, they are. They are. Moonsprout says, I left garden pots and feed bags. How's that?
Go ahead.
Exactly. Amber's Angel's Truth, I ask because the physical dynamics on your body can put you in traction if you aren't worked for both. That's true. You gotta warm up for your workout.
Yes.
Yeah. And as Jay Creature says, backpacking will make you reconsider your own nonsense. 1K freedom seeds in a backpack will have you reconsider. Like, Jay, hey, I picked up a box of 1K freedom seeds and was like, oh man, now what am I going to do with this? So I distributed evenly amongst the property and everything else that would fit into it, and left it at that. And I am so far behind in the chat. So give us some more. Thriving.
Yes. So how we view life determines how our life will be. And there's always, and I know it sounds corny and cliche, but there's always a silver lining. And that's one of the things that we always emphasize on the channel. So the whole situation with me not being able to do live streams in the gym, I was doing one live stream a week. And I became so frustrated because I couldn't do that one live stream a week that for a week I didn't do anything. But then I had to stop and I had to think, what can I do? Because I was still working on monetization. I needed my 4,000 watch hours. I felt like life was telling me this wasn't right. And I had to tell myself, no, that can't be the case. So I sat in my car, I ate lunch, and I thought to myself, I wonder if people would want to see me eat lunch. And those premiere videos of eating lunch turned into a lunchtime live stream, which turned into an after work live stream, which eventually became just an after work live stream.
Right. That's good. So that motivated you to get back into it. Not only did you get back into it, you so-called took it to the next level and started doing more. Yes. And folks, that's what we got to do. Even if you don't do anything but walk, there's nothing better than just walking. Mm-hmm. And as you build up that endurance and that those muscle memory, put a pack on. Yeah. Put an empty pack on. Start with an empty pack and walk. And then start putting your stuff in the pack. Fill it, put a quarter of your stuff, or half of your stuff in your pack and walk. Mm-hmm. And do that a while and then fill it up some more. And in Jay Creature's case, do not put 1K of pew freedom seeds in there and think you're Superman and you can run a Boston Marathon. But do it in increments.
Yes.
And that's actually how I found out, and I'll get to the Virginia Bushcrafters comment in a minute. That's how I found out that one of my bags, they're not per se bug out bags because I'm not bugging out, I'm bugging in. But one of my bags, I was like, good God, this thing's heavy. Yeah. And then I weighed it and I was like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be able to carry this. So I said, okay, now I know what I got to do.
Yeah.
So I went, and Jason motivated me by watching his ruck videos. Okay. And I put that pack on, even when I didn't want to. I put that pack on. I would walk around the house with it on.
Nice.
And then once I got used to that, then I start rucking outside through the woods with it.
Nice.
And now, I throw that thing on and off I go. Now I'm to the point where I'll walk through and back and do that 2 times now.
Nice.
And then I discovered I didn't like my bag.
Okay.
Because it just the way it was, it was cinched. It has the waist clip and all of that and everything. Mm-hmm. I just didn't like the way my stuff was in it. And that's when I came up with the idea I need a different bag. Nice. And I did a video on it. And I now have a bag that arranges everything more vertically than horizontally.
Okay. Yeah.
So for me being, 6'3", now I feel more balanced because everything is balanced out.
Yes.
And to get to the Virginia Bushcrafter, he said, I'm trying to reduce my weight of my rucksack, but it's hard to get it below 45. Virginia Bushcrafter, my bag is at 40 pounds. And I would love to get another 5 pounds of junk out of it.
Nice.
NG Girl 20 2002. Good to see you. Welcome in. You're not late. You're on time. You're here.
Yes.
Welcome in. Sit down. Come on in. Sit down. But Virginia Bushcrafter, I'm with you. I would like to get my bag down. I think it's at 31 pounds now. And I know what's the bulk of that, which I'm not getting rid of that, but I'm leaving them in there. So I'm with you, Virginia, but I'm just going to build up my endurance, and that way it doesn't feel like I need to get weight down on it. I need the resistance and the endurance to carry it, and maybe put more in it, another pound or two of stuff. But you know how that goes. Once we start piling stuff in, it becomes a snowball effect. Let's see. I'm way behind in the chat. So, folks, we got to do things to thrive. Like, prime example. I'm not a gardener. I don't claim to be.
I'm glad we're talking about this. Because I was going to bring it up.
But I'm learning. Last year was my official first year of seriously gardening. And what I grew like 5,000 pounds of cucumbers. Not literally, but I grew a ton of cucumbers, green beans, jalapenos, green peppers, yellow peppers, and all of that. And it did well. The only thing that died, my squash, I mean, the bugs ate it before I could pick it, before they could even get going well. So, you know, yeah. And so now I've got the success of a garden, and this year I made my garden twice the size, well, 4 times the size, and I got fruit trees. So I'm in the thriving zone now, to the point where whether I have like an outstanding, amazing, overabundance harvest, or I have an okay harvest, I did good this year again. You know, and I'm not worried about what dies, what doesn't die. So I'm in that mindset of always doing well, and here's the bar, and then always raising the bar so that I'm in that thriving mode all the time. And
the funny thing, like growing up, my mother has always been a gardener. She plants flowers, and she loves her flower beds. And I remember being 6, 7, hauling in bags of chicken manure and mulch and all of this stuff. And I always thought to myself, I don't even understand this. Like, it don't make sense. You do all this just to look at it. But now that I'm growing vegetables, I got cucumbers, I've got tomatoes, I've got 2 varieties of peppers. I got a watermelon vine that I just started to put. It just sprouted. So pretty soon I'll be able to transfer that to outside. I got a rare variety of tomatoes that Black's Tropical sent me that I'm planting, and I'm waiting for those to sprout. But it's something about the fear, because oftentimes it's the fear that stops us. And it's not until you get into it that you realize, man, it really ain't that bad. But we're afraid to try, and we limit ourselves.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And if you get over the fear and just do it, you know, then that's going to gauge where you go from there.
Exactly.
You know, even if everything that I planted last year died, if I would have gotten 1 cucumber, I'd have been happy. Now, and some of you may have heard me tell my story about my green beans. That's my son's favorite vegetable to eat. I mean, he'll eat 100 pounds of green beans by himself.
Nice.
So we grew green beans, and he came over one night, and I took him out there. I asked him what he wanted for dinner, which I already knew. His staple is steak, rice, and green beans.
Nice.
That's it. And 2 steaks. He eats 2. I'm like,
excellent diet.
Yeah. Right. So I said, okay, come on, we got to go get green beans. And he kind of looked at me, and I handed him a bowl. I said, come on, we're going out to the garden. And he went out there. He was like, Dad. I said, yeah, vegetables. These are our vegetables. So I showed him how to pick green beans, and he filled up the bowl with green beans, took them in the house, told him wash them off, you know, taught him how to snap them.
Uh-huh.
And I cooked them, and he was like, Dad, these are the best green beans I've ever had.
Yep.
I said, yeah, those are real green beans out of our garden. And
Yep.
that right there was enough motivation for me.
Yes.
To thrive and say, you know what? I don't care if we didn't grow nothing but green beans. We're going to do it again next year.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So Grace Grind says, drink pickle juice too when you get those Charlie horses.
Yes.
There you go, folks. I don't know. I don't get Charlie horses because the last thing I do before I close my mouth, I empty my coffee cup into my mouth.
It's bugging me because the lighting in this hotel room is driving me crazy. I feel like I'm Two-Faced because one side is dark. I'm gonna try to turn on one more light real quick. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm gonna talk to some folks and say hey to folks that I haven't seen. Dan H says coffee is water, just better tasting brown water. There you go, my brother. That's right, Dan. So when you see me Saturday morning, Dan, come find coffees on me. Me, you, and I think it's Outlaw Jackson. We're gonna have coffee in the morning before we go on the bug out bag hike. We're gonna have coffee. Find me, Dan. Coffee is on me. Bring a cup though. But yeah, I'm with you. Coffee is water. You hear that, folks? So coffee is water.
It's got water in it.
It's got water in it. Naj, good to see you, my friend. No need to be late. No need to be sorry. You're here. You're right on time. Right on time. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Dakota Hayes, good to see you. I ain't going nowhere with animals, so I'm stocked on boom boom sticks and freedom seeds. There you go. I'm with you. I'm with you, Dakota Hayes. I don't blame you. That's right. Bug in and protect what you got. Sammy Joe, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Amber's Angels Truth asks, are either of you prepared to go it without your pack for an unseen reason? I will say yes, because I have multiples of everything. I have bags and packs that live in my truck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if there's for some reason I either can't get stuff out of the house or get home, I have stuff in my truck that will sustain me to get wherever I need to go. I'll say that.
And I'm gonna say I'm learning.
He's literally 3 weeks old in the preparedness community, because I've been on him, I've been hounding him, and I told him he better come to the bug out weekend. So he did register. I'll say that. I can show you the email. So I'm working on him, Amber. I'm getting him there. I'm getting him prepared, and go from there. Naj says I started hiking with my backpack with my fire kit, water, and 5 pounds, 5-pound bag rice till I got used to it, then slowly increased the weight. Absolutely, folks. That's how you do it. That's how you thrive, because especially in things that we're training to do, that we want to thrive at, we never want to set ourselves up for failure.
Yes.
So start small, no matter how small it is, start small and build on it. That's how you thrive. You get that feeling of accomplishment and doing.
Yep. And it's the same thing in the gym. I remember the first time I hit 135. I remember the first time I hit 225. I remember the first time I hit 250. Every time 2.5 pounds on each side, 5 pounds, 10 pounds. But you gotta pick something that is a reasonable jump to create that positive momentum. And those little things add up to your end goal that you didn't even know if you could get there. Yeah. And my son's the same way. You know, he is
said so much, and then there's things that he didn't accomplish. But I said, but look what you did.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll tell this quick story. When he started high school, he was benching maybe 175, maybe 200. Don't know. I don't even remember. That was so long ago. 4 years is like it was an eternity ago. But I watched him before he graduated. I watched him bench 400 pounds, and I watched him leg press 1350. I'd still be in traction. Knees blown out, everything. So, you know, and those are the things that I tell him. And he's like, you know what, Dad, you're right. I said, look, I said, boy, please, you better get out of here. You 300 pounds of pure steel. So we got a comment here, Sister Marie's Kitchen. Vision preparedness. How did you know? I just walked in the door and know I needed to hear this. Hey, y'all, good to see you. Sister Marie's Kitchen, because we all need to hear this, and I'm glad it helped you. And I can't wait to meet you next weekend at the Bug Out Weekend.
Nice.
So please, like I told you in the several emails and correspondence, find me. Find me. Find me. I'll be the guy running around with no hair and hair on fire. Okay. But I hopefully when the invasion from New Yorkistan happens Friday evening, we're going to have a good time.
Yes.
So NG Girl 2002 said, I work 60 miles from my home and keep a bag in my car. I figure if everything goes to hell while I'm at work, it will take me 4 or 5 days to walk home. My life straw is my greatest asset. There you go. And see, folks, that's just it. So walk now. I don't care how far you walk, but just do it. You know, start building, because when you build that foundation, next thing you know, you're up here and you're like, wow, I did that.
That's it.
You know?
That's it.
And you know, the old adage, how do you eat an elephant?
One bite at a time.
One bite at a time. But I like a little barbecue sauce and some salt and some pepper at a time. And then next thing you know, I ate the whole elephant.
That's it.
Because I did things, you know, in increments.
Now,
I'm go ahead, go right ahead. I'm way behind in the chat and I'm just scrolling. Go right ahead.
Yes, sir. One of the things that I always try to remember is a flight of stairs. You have the second floor, third floor, whatever that next floor is. It can be 30, 40, 50 feet up in the air. You can't physically jump 30 to 40 feet to get up in the air. But by the time you go up the flight of stairs, each little step, you have now reached a goal that you could not reach on your own. So every step is a building block.
Yeah. Yeah. The time is to thrive, folks. We've done everybody in here has done their due diligence. All we need to do now is the repetition, so that it becomes muscle memory. And in that muscle memory, when you need to do it, you don't have to think about it. You just react and you do it. Yeah. Jay Creature says, don't get tricked by rucking culture. You don't need custom weights. Try packing too much water. It's heavy. You can drink it or dump it. Also, psychologically, try to walk loops, not out and backs. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that.
Nice.
I may have to start walking the perimeter of the woods and start looping instead of straight out and back. Thank you for that, Jay. I appreciate that.
That makes sense.
But yeah, folks, we it's time to thrive. We have to learn to thrive. Jay Creature says, is it true NC has 2 different styles of barbecue? Is this a thing?
Yes. Yes, there are some different styles of barbecue. Now, I'm not gonna pull an African dream, and I'm not gonna talk about other states that have barbecue or anything like that. But what I will say is, I love North Carolina barbecue.
Okay. There you go. There's your answer, Jay. Modi Soldier, what's going on with you, my brother? I hope you're having a great evening. Fed Up America says when it comes to sprouts, he says, I live in Ohio. I planted my seeds in early March. Being in North Carolina, you should sprout them in February. There you go.
Yes.
There's a gardening tip.
My tomatoes and my cucumbers, I first started growing them literally the end of February, beginning of March. So by the time the first frost ended at the beginning of April, I could take them outside and put them in some 5-gallon buckets.
There you go. And Yardbirds, good evening and welcome in, my brother. Good to see you. As he says, fear, like pain, looks and sounds worse than it feels. Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah, absolutely. And when I started rucking with my pack to start building up my endurance, I did it in the wintertime.
Nice.
In the cold. And, you know, I just put on 3 layers and my pack. And by the time I got done and came in the house, dropped that pack, head to toe was wet, everything, hot shower. But it gave me like, man, I can do this in the winter. So
Yes.
that's how I got in the what's the word I'm looking for? Rhythm of rucking. And I did it in the wintertime. Now, were there days in the wintertime where I said, I'm not going out there? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I rucked one time in the snow. And I probably will never do that again unless I have to and my life depends on it. I'll say that.
That's one of the little bumps, like you mentioned earlier. You have so much positive momentum that even if there's a day that's off, you still have something to keep going.
Yes. Yeah. And it did. And the only reason is because footing wasn't good. You know, I didn't fall, but I slipped and I'm like, okay, I'm old for a reason. And I don't need to be out here rucking in the snow and fall and break something. And, you know, then I'm going to have to, call somebody to come dig me out or wait till the spring and they thaw. But, you know, folks, we need to be very mindful of the times we're in and the bombardment of negativity.
Yes.
That not only from the TV, but from people as well. You know, it's so we got a question here from Bug Out Adventures. What was the catalyst to start either one of you to start Preparedness and Survival? You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Mine is real simple. My catalyst was you.
Okay, I'll take that.
And now, don't get me wrong. I have prepared some canned foods and some water and that kind of deal ahead of time before I was introduced to you. And, you know, I was always a week or two just kind of prepping, that kind of deal. But the level of prepping and the understanding and the knowledge that I'm gaining from great people like yourself is becoming a catalyst for me to want to step my game up.
Yeah. And Bug Out Adventures for me, it was Hurricane Katrina. And when I saw what did not happen to those people and for those people down there during Hurricane Katrina, that's when I decided I will never depend on anybody to take care of me and or my family. And I started prepping. And I didn't like go out and, you know, spend 2 months worth of paycheck to get all this stuff. I started gradually. And the best thing that ever happened to me is I met a guy, his son played football with my son.
Nice.
And he's a prepper. And I kept eyeing him and I kept looking. And he carried this bag and I kept watching. And we talked and then we got to know each other really well.
Nice.
And he's one of my guys. We're each other's guy. He's active military. And then he was what was the thing that got me thriving with prepping. Nice. And then he told me, he said, man, go on YouTube. There's thousands of preppers on YouTube. I was like, what? And a year later, here I am. But he got me into prepping at a point right before the arm ticket came out. Mm-hmm. And the shutdown of the world. Mm-hmm. So I was already stacking cases of this and that, and water and food and meat and proteins and all of that stuff I was already in full swing, I would say, when that hit. Okay. And I was like, oh man, that couldn't have been better timing. Nice. You know? So that's where I'm at, and that's where I've been, and I ain't never going back. And as Ghost Lincoln says, coffee saves lives and feelings, and that's the facts. Absolutely. You're absolutely right, Ghost Lincoln. You can join our Saturday morning coffee club if you like to. Bring your own cup. I am so Donna Divine says, never set yourself up for failure or listen to someone who thinks they know everything. Is so true. You got that right. Yes. True story. I think you have a new best friend, Motivation.
Yay! What's up? That's what's up.
Jay Creature, weightlifting geek. I walk 10 miles a day with a pack uphill. My calves are over 22 inches. I'm 6'6", over 300 pounds. But if you want monster claws, monster calves, head uphill.
Nice. I'm gonna have to try it. I'm gonna have to try it. Man,
so, go ahead.
I was trying to get my leg press up to that 1300 that your son doing. I got to do, you know what I mean?
You know what, dude? All I am is the agent, transportation, and the bank at this point of the game. That's all I am now, and that's okay. Yeah. I won't even attempt it, won't even look at it. And he said, come on, Dad. I'm like, no. But yes. Yeah, as Ghost Lincoln says, who, what, when? Uh-oh.
Yeah, you got somebody.
Okay, I'll get there. Ghost Lincoln said, you're not the only one with a solar reflective skull vision. All right, Ghost, there you go, bro.
Me too.
I am so far in the chat. Where, who, what, when? Oh, Donna Divine. Hats off to you, my dear. Thank you, Vision, and thank you, Motivation. Whenever I catch your vids, you're always uplifting, which is so needed this day and age. It's much appreciated like that about intentionally smiling. Motivation from the weightlifting geek. Donna, thank you so much. I truly appreciate your donation. You know, it humbles me, and that because I don't take it lightly, because you guys know I will never ask for not one penny for nothing. And the COO hollers at me all the time because I'm always giving stuff away.
Yeah.
And I told her, well, you just got to deal with me because I have a giving heart. So deal with it. Yeah. And she just looks at me and says, okay. Yeah. But Donna, thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Thank you, sis.
Old Mutt says, watch my parents prepping during the Cuban Missile Crisis. There you go. See, Old Mutt? There you go. Yeah.
Wow.
That right there during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Wisconsin Farm Boy, welcome in. Did I see Rambo going? Who?
You got more stuff in the chat too.
I see that NG girl. See. NG girl 2002. Thank you so much. All I can do is I'm gonna have to drink some coffee.
Thank you, sis. Now,
thank you so much.
Can I say one thing real quick?
Of course.
And I want to thank everybody for all that you are doing to help Big Bro's channel to grow, not just monetarily, but being here, supporting, because this is how we thrive. Because it's not about the $10 or the $2 or the $4 or the 99 cents. Literally, what we are building is relationships so that if there is a situation where stuff hits the fan, I know if I get to Ohio, I'm good. I just gotta you never know where you might have to go. But if you got those relationships, then you're good.
Exactly. And again, NG Girl 2002, thank you so much. It is 9:08. Good Lord. Time flies when you're having fun. I'll stay. We'll stay a little longer because this is good conversation. And I actually miss all y'all in the chat, even though I know a lot of you I'm going to see next weekend, but a lot of you I may not. And I just want to hang out with y'all, if that's okay with you. Yeah. I understand if you got stuff to do, that's cool. So you good? Okay. Yardbird said Jerry Rice and Walter Payton both incorporated running hills into their workout regimen. Two of the best ever. You got that right, Yardbirds. Very much so. Very much so. I don't know. I'm still you talk because right now I can't.
This is in my opinion, my own humble opinion, this is how I feel. I feel if you don't appreciate the little things when it comes to YouTube, you will never appreciate the big things. And that same principle applies to life. Just like Big Bro said, waking up and putting your feet on the ground is something. You see what I'm saying? The colors in the chat are something. The kindness of everyone is something. And building this momentum and thriving is, you'd be surprised how the simplest of things can completely change somebody else's day. You come in somebody's live stream, you speak, you say hello, simple things, good to see you. I enjoy your content. As a content creator, those are the things that keep us motivated. So look, I'm hyped, and it ain't even mine. I'm hyped for you, Big Bro.
Amber, Angel's Truth, thank you. I appreciate you, truly, and thank you for the donation.
Thank you, Amber.
Now, so we're gonna go back. Ghost Lincoln had a question. I gotta find it. Here it is. Thank you, Amber, so much, and take care of my chickens that are yours. Okay. Ghost Lincoln asked, what can he add to his diet to help it absorb the protein he consumes?
That is a good question. To absorb the protein. There are some supplements that are good for absorption when it comes to diet. I don't have a specific answer for you, but what I can promise you is the next time I get supplements, I will look for a supplement that works for protein absorption, and I will try it, and then I'll let you know on my channel what I think about it.
There you go. Jay Creature, you hear, if all 44 people in chat drop $1, will Weightlifting Geek do the latest dance craze? See, folks, y'all see, that's Jay Creature.
But I'm gonna answer your question, Jay. Yes, I will, but my camera will be off. So you will have to imagine what it looks like. I'm a geek. I can't dance.
Take care, Fat Up. Have a good night, bro. I'll be talking to you probably either tomorrow or over the weekend. Bug Out Adventures, my thoughts exactly. You all get to Lubbock, Texas. I got you. There you go. Hey, it's worth it. Amber, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Amber.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. I love this. I love this.
Thank you, Amber. You don't have to, but from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And
Uh-oh, you got another one.
I don't, I'm going to say this. For those that are attending the Bug Out Weekend, you're going to see my gratitude, because all of you, and I wish everybody could come, because what you guys donate and give here in the chat, it's my turn when you come to the Bug Out Weekend.
Yes. Yes.
And that's all I'm gonna say, because y'all gonna, yeah. I want to see the look on folks' face, because y'all get to see the look on my face when people drop donations and super chats and super stickers, and it I literally have to tell myself, keep talking.
Yes.
Because if not, I'll just sit here.
Yes.
And I don't think Jay Creature just wants to see me staring at him. So Amber, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And
but now it's just like we talked about the other day on the phone, big bro. It's something about the genuineness of you and your channel that people want to help make the channel better. And that within itself, that's an example of us thriving, because we're putting others ahead of ourselves. We're making sacrifices, and that's what we do.
And that's how we thrive. As a community.
Give me 1 second. Little man,
go ahead.
We just talk to him.
You're fine. Go ahead, talk to him. I got some other folks. Dan, you're absolutely right. Does that mean we get to see your version of the Running Man? I don't know about that. No, I don't know about that. Now, Ghost Lincoln, come on, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Coffee is on me. You need coffee, you find me. Thank you so much, Ghost Lincoln. I appreciate you, bro. Truly, from the bottom of my heart. I'm trying to get to the Prepared Irishman. I saw his chat there, his message. That's right. Looking forward to meeting everyone who is showing up at the Bug Out Weekend. Same here. I can't wait to hang out with you, bro. We've had several phone conversations, and it's going to be an amazing weekend. Teresa, welcome. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well tonight. I hope you are doing well tonight. It is absolutely wonderful to see everybody, and we all have to thrive. And if we come together in numbers, like-minded, to work together to help each other, we have no choice but to thrive and survive. Not just survive, but thrive as well. Indiana Jackson, 762. Good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well today. I hope you had an outstanding Thursday for you. Amber, you're absolutely amazing. Give my chickens that are yours some extra feed in the morning and tell them it's from Uncle Vision. I'd appreciate that. You know, but folks, we're all trying to make it and live our life and do what we do and just be happy. And I know that's what I want. I don't know too many people that don't want to just be happy and enjoy life. And thrive, not just survive, because surviving is not living. We want to do more than just survive. We want to thrive and enjoy life. You know, so that's the thing. They're getting strawberries. Hey, tell them strawberries are from Uncle Vision. Do that for me. Dan says, I thrive on caffeine, sarcasm, and inappropriate thoughts. Dan, I love it. By the way, your package should be showing up at your door tomorrow, my friend. Tomorrow. So let me know how that goes with that. But yeah, folks, you know, I don't know everything, but I want to enjoy life. I want to be safe. I want my friends to be safe. I want all of you to be safe. And I want my family to be safe. You know, and the bug out weekend, I'm gonna tell y'all, bug out weekend is going to be a blast, an absolute blast. Miss Donna Devine, here's the 9 to Thrive. We want to dance from vision or motivation. You got to get it from motivation because he said he would dance. I don't dance. I'm old.
I'm gonna
sit in my chair and just bob and weave and drink my coffee.
So Donna, I got you. I'm about to dance. Did you see me, Donna? I was cutting it up. Did you see me?
There you go. There you go. That's something else. And Ghost Lincoln said, the prepared Irishman, yes, I'm coming. And he's bringing his 2 nephews. Yes, he is. Donna, but thank you, my dear. I appreciate you as a friend. I appreciate you as one of my amazing moderators. And you know how that goes. It's people like all y'all in the chat that makes life worth it. And as a content creator, it keeps me thriving to go to the next level to see what I can do for y'all. And I'm working on something, and I'm not going to spill the beans on this, but I'm working on something that I was trying to get done so that it could be at the bug out weekend. And I just found out today it won't, but there's another piece to that I'm working on that's going to be even better. So just another thing that I can say to my community, to our community, thank you for being who you are. Thank you for supporting my channel and just being the amazing people you are, because all of y'all are amazing. So I learned that from motivation. Yes. But together we can we can thrive, survive and thrive. Not just survive, but thrive. Dan said, didn't I see you on Solid Gold back in the day? Probably. I think I was one of the cameramen. Yardbirds, is it the province of knowledge to speak? And it is the province of knowledge to speak, and it's the privilege of wisdom to listen. Yardbirds be dropping not just pearls and gems, but black pearls and flawless diamonds.
Yes.
You know, All-American Prepper, good evening. Don't be sorry. You're here. Good to see you. It's raining like hell, so I had to make sure my water catchment system was working properly. That's right. Take care of the priorities. Wisconsin Farm Boy, have a good evening. Stay safe, my friend. Have an amazing weekend. And Ghost Lincoln said, you can dance if you want, you can, but you don't dance. Then you're no friend of mine. Oh, now, you know.
I was dancing. I was dancing, Ghost Lincoln. I was dancing. I hit an old cabbage patch. You just didn't see it. That's all.
Yeah. So Ghost Lincoln, if you see him next weekend, you know what to do. I am bringing a Bluetooth speaker. But folks, it's 9:20. Good gracious almighty. You're absolutely right, All-American Prepper. I'm not going to put that up on the screen, but yes, you're absolutely right. Free your mind. Yes. Folks, if there are any other questions, Jay Creature says, do Ohio water catchment systems glow in the dark? Not yet, unless you're in East Palestine, but as of right now, nothing over here is glowing, Jay, other than the glow sticks that are in the other room that my grandsons were playing with. Yeah. Psalms 143 says, would you dance for a can of African Dreaming sardines? Now, you know what? I tell you what, Psalm 46, if you can get African Dreaming to give me a can of the good sardines,
yes,
I'll dance. Yeah.
Show enough.
The good ones, yes. Yes. Yes, Ghost Lincoln, I'm with you. Me too. I will dance for a can of African Dreaming's good sardines.
Yes.
But folks, as always, I hope this helped. If nothing else, I hope somebody walks away with a smile or laughing, because we need to thrive. We don't need to be all stressed out over what we haven't done, what we need to do. Take a look at what you have completed and what you have done and what you may have almost done, and build upon that and take it to the next level. Go ahead, Joe.
If you think about racehorses, they put blinders on the horses, and the blinders are literally 2 inches. But that 2 inches is enough to remove every distraction from that horse except the finish line. You may only have a handful of good friends. It may only be a figurative 2 inches, but find you those good people that help you to block out the negativity, that help you to focus on the positivity, to help you to focus on the finish line, and then you can both celebrate when you get there.
I tell you what, Miss D's Harleywood Garden, watch the live stream Saturday night. That's all I'm gonna say, folks. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch the live stream, because that may just happen. With that, if there aren't any more questions, folks, I just I appreciate each and every one of you in taking time out of your evening to come hang out with me. The 2 things that are part of my core values on my channel, and these are just 2. One is consistency, and the other one is good content. And I never take you guys for granted. Grateful Preps NJ, good evening and good to see you. If I didn't speak to you when you came in, good evening. Those are the things that I strive for, because I know everybody's busy, and I do not take it for granted whether 1, 30, 40, or 70 folks show up in the chat. If it's one person, you're going to get 100%. You're going to get good content. Or if it's 73, you're going to get 100% in good content.
Yeah. Regardless.
Yardbird said our greatest weariness comes from work not done. That's true, Yardbirds. And the COO looks at me sometimes. She's like, and they're like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I got to do this and this and this and yada yada. And then I get this crazy look at me like, what's the rush? And I'm like, oh, that's true. And it kind of settles me down. But oh man, come on. See,
go ahead, fam. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Grateful Preps, NJ. Thank you. I'm sorry we're gonna miss it too, but thank you, truly. Thank you for the donation. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do, y'all. Now, first of all, can y'all keep a secret? I need everybody that can keep a secret to put a 1 in the chat, and I'm gonna share this with you because this just came to me while I was thinking Grateful Preps. If you can keep a secret, press 1, because I'm gonna share something with y'all that nobody knows but y'all, all 40, 41 of y'all in the chat right now. Okay. some of the giveaways from the bug out weekend, I'm going to hold back. And we're going to have a live stream giveaway to some of you folks here that could not attend the bug out weekend.
Excellent.
Now, here's the trick though. At the bug out weekend, I'm going to give a keyword on the live stream. You're going to need to know that keyword to be entered into
nice.
the bug out weekend giveaway live stream here. After the bug out weekend, we're going to come back here and have a giveaway for all those that could not attend. And see, I know who attended because I got a list and a roster of folks. So everybody that couldn't attend, we're going to give y'all some stuff too, because you supported the channel also, and I truly appreciate y'all. And I may add some stuff just for y'all.
Ooh.
Just for y'all. Yes. Don't tell a soul. This is just for y'all that couldn't come. And Jay Creature, don't you tell nobody, because I know you're going to be here. You're going to be at the bug out weekend. Don't you tell nobody. Right. Ghost Lincoln's a Jay Creature. I know what you mean. I'm not big, but I'm not little. But I've been in construction, metalworking, automotive, and maintenance my entire life. Absolutely. Jay Creature, don't you tell nobody. This is for the folks that couldn't attend the bug out weekend. Look. Keyword. Indictment. Yes. Yeah. But I'll be giving away the keyword. And so those that can't come, you'll know what I'm talking about, because I'm going to say keyword, and then I'm going to give it to you. You better write it down, because I won't say it again until we have our live stream.
Nice.
And that's just for all of you that can't come, that support my channel, because I want, if it's up to me, yeah. Jay Creature says, do not rob a bank with me. I'm telling on everyone.
Oh, Lord.
See?
Look, I can see a community post right now. Keyword is indictment.
Right. Keyword is indictment. Yeah. 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 There you go. Right there. The Prepared Irishman. The keyword is the safety dance. All-American prepper. You know, that's exactly it. I do. I have a giving heart, because I have been blessed in more ways than you guys know, that the only thing I can do is give back. I have to. So thank you. I appreciate you. And yes, go ahead, Joe.
I just want to say one thing, and it really just clicked the second ago as you were talking, because up until now, I always viewed preppers as hoarders. They hoarded and saved anything that they could save for themselves. But finding your channel in this community, preppers are some of the most giving people that you will ever meet. And I'm glad to find this community, and I'm glad to be able to find these people that I can start following and supporting and learning from.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not hoarders. We just we stay ahead of the curve and prepare for everything. Amber, I will let you know after. I'm going to give the keyword next Saturday night on our live stream at the bug out weekend. And then after the bug out weekend, probably the following week, is we're going to have the giveaway for all of those that could not attend the bug out weekend. Ghetto, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. See, Jay Creature, you know what? Vision is blessed, and I get the Irish curse. Life's not fair. Well, Jay, I'll say this, my friend. From a Black Scottishman, we're doing good. I'll tell you the rest of that story next Saturday, Jay. Yeah.
That's good.
You guys, I love you guys. You guys are amazing. All American Prepper says, my channel is being shadow banned. I think it's happening to a lot of prepping channels. Make sure you're still subscribed to Vision. All American Prepper, I need to do two things here. I need to look. Do me a favor, All American Prepper. Type Vision in the chat. All American Prepper. I just subscribed to your channel. Now, yeah, there you go. Yeah, a lot of the preppers are getting shadow banned and other kind of crazy stuff. It's weird. It's really weird. I don't know what the algorithms are doing, but it's something's going on. Growing with Hudson, good to see you this evening. Urban Garden Chronicles. Y'all need to catch her on Saturday mornings and have coffee with her too, because she's putting it down up there in them great Canadian territories up there. Make sure Urban Garden Chronicles, type Vision and drop your link. Ghetto, I'm with you. I'm proud to be a hoarder. If that's what they call me, I'm proud to be one. Absolutely. Psalms 146, Home and Garden. Take care. Be blessed. Have a great evening and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Folks, it is 9:34. And you know, I try to keep y'all for an hour, but for some reason, I just wanted to spend another 34 minutes with you because you guys are awesome. And I truly appreciate everything that each and every one of you do. And thrive, folks. Don't just survive, thrive. Do some things, not a thing, but do multiple things that help you thrive between now until the next time we see each other. Joe, where can folks catch you at?
So we are on YouTube, Motivation from the Weightlifting Geek, Monday through Friday. Normally we go live 5:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There are some nights where we have to switch that. We'll do a late night live stream. At least 1 to 2 Saturdays a month, we do a late night story time. I share a story from my childhood, something that motivated me, something that helped me, that shaped my life. Spoiler alert, most of the time I got in trouble. So if you want to learn how I got in trouble when I was a kid and be motivated at the same time, be sure to catch one of our late night story times. On every other Sunday, we're going to start going live in the gym and just getting some gym content in, working on our bench press, working on our leg drive, leg press, all of those things that we do in the gym. We put out a tech video at least once a week, a gardening video once a week. We try to get a fitness video out once a week. We're on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and
you all over the place.
I think I'm missing another place, but we're a little bit everywhere.
Okay. All right. With that, folks, everybody, stay safe and remember this. Keep prepping because your family depends on you and it depends on your life. God bless everybody. Everybody have an amazing evening. Thrive, and thrive, folks. Continue. And I will see you in the next video. Vision Preparedness. God bless. Take care, everybody.
I'm Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness.